Not much going on today. It's Mother's Day. Just another day of the week, I guess. I don't know. I was going to run a contract down to a gentleman today. Couldn't get a hold of him, which it is Mother's Day, so I'll try to get that to him before I leave out for Virginia. Of course, we'll be leaving for Virginia Wednesday. Yeah, I think Wednesday morning we're leaving for Virginia for the expo, so be sure to come out and see us. We're kind of tinkered with the other 548D with our other D model being down. I like knowing that our other D model can be ready to roll, ready to go to the woods, because even though I won't do much this week as far as cutting and dragging, we plan on trying to cut Tuesday. I don't know if we're going to cut Tuesday now or not, just because it's these weird weeks like this where, you know, traveling, cutting short week. Tomorrow I've got to look at timber all day. Then Tuesday's really my only day to do much. I think we're going to try to go up north and see if we can really tear into the other D model and get some issues addressed there, try to get it back up and running so we can get it out of there and home. But yeah, I'm gonna order some parts tomorrow for our other D, some seal kits, minor things, because we just rebuilt the engine on that complete rebuild, so there's not a whole lot bugging it or bringing it down. It seems to be running good, ready to go to the woods. So it's nice having backup skidders. It sure is. I mean, especially, I'm not bragging or anything, but you know, with the volume of timber we always cut and always have on hand, it's always good to know you've got spare machines to go to the woods with, so you can keep producing wood week after week. So get off here. Just video today is just tinkering around that skidder a little bit. I just left Brandon's shop. Come out to Virginia this week if you're close. If you're not close like us, we're driving 1,055 miles, so we're excited to be out there, excited to see it all. I've never been to Virginia, so I'm excited for that. I've talked to several people that are, you know, they talk like they're in the area coming out to the show, so I'm excited to meet a lot of people and put a lot of faces with some names. Yeah, come out and see us. We'll be there with Logger Threads and Timber Tracker. Shanae and I will be there. We might have some other guests coming along as well. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, for sure we'll definitely be there. Be there next Friday and Saturday for the show. Definitely come out and see us, hang out for the day. If anything, hang out at night. I don't know what the nightlife is like out there, but you know, we want to take in some sights. It's cool. So guys, follow us on all of our social outlets, Turner Logging LLC at Instagram, Facebook. Of course, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe right here on our YouTube outlet. Check out everything logging apparel, timber inspired apparel, much like the Harvester. Move the seatbelt before I run off the road here. I'm on a dirt road. Much like the Harvester design shirt I'm wearing. Check out all our other awesome designs and stuff over at loggerthreads.com, L-O-G-G-R. I'll put a link right down here at the bottom of the screen so you can see that as well. And you can find everything forestry and forestry related on timbertracker.net. I'll be posting those 28L tires and wheels off that D model skidder on timbertracker.net for sale, because I don't need them, I don't want them. I don't like 28Ls. For us, they're too big. We want 23 1s or 18.4s for the type of harvesting we do. Guys, hope you had a great weekend. Hope you have a great week. Come out and hang out with us at Richmond. See us, shake hands, get you some shirts. Order some shirts off the website. Whatever. Guys, we will see you this week. Have a great week. That's it. So I come out here today on a Sunday, tinker around with this other 548D we got. It's been at Brandon's shop. We just rebuilt the engine in this over the winter. And me and Brandon, last fall or over the winter, I don't remember exactly. We completely rebuilt the engine though. And of course I had Brandon do some tinkering to it. We got a few more things we're wanting to do, but with the other skidder being down right now and us picking up so much more extra work, I just got the call yesterday. Some of you guys probably remember that bigger job of timber I looked at on the Osage River back in January when it was real cold. We actually just got the confirmation on that job yesterday to start cutting it. So I'll need to get this old girl in good shape to where it needs to perform, which I don't want to say we buy a lot of these D and B model skidders, but I'm a big fan of them just because of the simplicity of them. They're easy to work on. Parts are relatively cheap. I mean, they're all mechanical, none of that computerized stuff. If you guys that watched my channel long enough, you remember I had a Timberjack 360 and Apprentice 490. Now, I absolutely love both of those skidders, I really did, but just the electronic and wiring standpoint of them, they were a nightmare to work on. Absolute nightmare. Now, this skidder's got 28L wheels and tires on it, and yeah, you can see not all the bolts are in there. We've got all the bolts for the wheels, but we're gonna take these off because I don't like 28L rubber. I mean, I've had it on skidders before. Shoot, we had 30.5s on our Apprentice, which to us is a big tire. Some of you guys they're just, you know, donuts, but to us around here, 28s are really, I think they're, for what we do, they're really too big. So we're gonna take these off, and really I'm gonna sell these wheels and tires. I don't need them. We're gonna put 23s back on this thing. I've got a brand new set of 23-1 rubber, and you can see the tread on a few of these isn't too bad. It's not great by any means, but this one here, I mean, it's about a drag slick. A big chunk out of it there. They'd be good tires for chains, that's about it. But I am gonna take these off and sell them. I'm gonna have a brand new set of wheels made. But yeah, we're just kind of tinkering around with this today on a Sunday. I've got 2 jobs of timber to look at tomorrow. Then Tuesday, we've got to start getting ready to leave for Richmond. We got a lot of stuff to pack up in the trailer. You know, all the logger thread stuff and timber tracker stuff. We've got to get all of it put in our trailer so we can get ready to head to Virginia. We'll leave out Wednesday for Virginia. Get out there early Thursday, get all set up, then we'll be at the show Friday and Saturday, the Richmond Expo. So it'll be a busy week. Of course, we're trying to get a plan together to get the other skidder tore apart and get it fixed so we can get it to another job as well. We've got 4 of these skidders, and like I said, this one I'm getting kind of backed up on jobs on work. And don't get me wrong, I'm extremely thankful. I can't say it enough how thankful I am for everyone who trusts us to harvest their timber and puts their faith in us. But it's keeping up with all this stuff. It's a full-time job because there's always something that needs to be done. There's always service and maintenance, and always something broke on them. Really, this skidder's come together pretty good. It's been hard to devote the time to it we need, and we really planned on working on it more last week, but with doing hay and everything, we finally got hay wrapped up yesterday there at the house. And of course now we've got to get ready to re-drill our field. We're disking it up. We're actually spreading lime tomorrow, disking it up, then we'll broadcast it and roll it in Bermuda. So we'll start Bermuda grass. That was a hybrid rye we just cut off there. It averaged just a little over 4 bales to the acre of 5x4 wrap bales. So it did a pretty good yield on hay. Excited to get this thing to the woods. I might haven't decided what job I'm going to take it to next. It's either going to go up on the river bottom job. It's going to go to Halltown. I've got a job up on the Missouri River, just off the Missouri River, excuse me, a little place called Farley, Missouri. We won't take this machine up there just because it's kind of up in the hills, and I'd rather take a cable machine up there. So I kind of like to run these grapple skidders in fairly flat ground. Now we do have a winch on this one. I need to re-spool it because it's running 3/4 inch main line, it looks like, big main line. Just come out of Texas, and I'm always real leery about buying southern machines. I don't like to buy any machines really south of Missouri. I've got a lot of reason for that. I think when you go south, and I don't think it matters what kind of machine, if it's forestry, construction, whatever, I think the machines are run a little harder down south. I don't think they're taken care of as well as northern machines. So I try not to buy too many machines from the south, whether it be, like I said, south Missouri, southeastern part of the United States, wherever. And that's just me, that's just my thoughts, what my experience with them. But I do think you northern guys take a lot better care of your equipment. I really do. And I'm not dogging on you guys from the south either, because don't get me wrong, I'm hard on stuff, but I try to take care of everything. You know, I'm hard on it, but at the same time, if something breaks, we like to fix it right. And I get aggravated at a lot of people because, you know, they'll go to fix something, they'll cobble something together. And I'm not a welder either, but, you know, I don't go around welding. That's why I've got Brandon here at Brandon's shop. But just like this, you know, and you know, this arm here, somebody's built that. I mean, that don't look too bad, but there needs to be one on the back as well. So We need to mount a pusher on this, get a pusher mounted. There was something there, we'll have to cut that off. I'm sure it needs some work on pins and bushings all over the skidder. We'll have to repack some cylinders. I'm gonna get on here and tinker around with it. I've let her run there for a minute, catch its breath. They haven't been started in probably 2 months, unless Brandon's moved it, so. We'll start it up, or excuse me, it's already running. We'll get on here and drive it around, just kind of play with it a little bit. It seems to be running pretty smooth. The hydraulics are smooth. I'm not entirely certain what the hydraulic fluid level is, but everything seems to be working all right. It's steering smooth. I think it steers smoother than the other D model. There's little Ollie. He's my buddy. I like him. She's belching a little smoke. But it probably needs some break-in time too. We got her shut down here. I'm just kind of going over it and looking for things we need to address, like leaks, which you can see that cylinder there is really leaking bad. Both of these arch cylinders need to be repacked. I knew they were leaking. I'm not seeing really any leaks back here around the grapple. None that I can see. Look up in there. The tongs are good. The tongs are better on this grapple than they are other 548. Tried the winch out. The winch working. She needs a good bath. See, I had a brand new drive line made here. Brand new drive line, all components for the drive line. I had that made last summer. Looks like we got a leak up in here somewhere. Need to get the parts to get my hand throttle, get it to where it works. I like to use it from time to time. Eventually, Brandon and I are going to have to, I say Brandon and I say that pretty loosely. We're going to have to line bore and put new pins in the center section, which our other 548 needs it as well. That's just going to be a project when we get a little time. Brandon gets a little time here in the shop. This blade had a bunch of junk. It had like a ball mounted to it. We cut that off and had some other junk on the blade. We cut it off as well. Just stuff that didn't need to be on there, I didn't think. I like to see, you can see right here where somebody had something on there, which I think what it was for was for a brush rake, where they mounted a brush rake on the blade. But I like to try to keep all that junk to, I like to keep it trimmed down, keep it minimal. I don't want a bunch of stuff hanging off the machine that doesn't need to be there. I mean, the paint and everything on the old girl looks pretty good. After rebuilding it, seems to run. There's some of the shift linkage seems kind of loose, but I think we can fix that as well. Get in here and kind of tighten things up on that. We'll be good to go. Plates here need to be tightened. Yeah, I think it won't take much. She'll be woods ready. We'll go drag some logs with it. Ollie, what are you doing? You little... Well, go on. Go on. Brandon and Jill rescued Ollie. He's fit in here pretty good. But yeah, I think the old girl, I think for sure it'll be good up there on that big river bottom job. It'll work good up there, and even up there, leaving the 28s on if we had to, I think we could get around pretty good on it up there. Which, the thing about that job, if you guys scroll back through my videos, and you'll see the video where we went up there and looked at that, and some of you guys probably remember because a few of you have asked me about it. And that's the thing, some of these jobs we look at, they're not for sure definite right away things. I mean, especially like on the river bottom job, it's part of a hunting club. And that hunting club owns several different properties along the rivers up there. And it's a group deal. I mean, everybody's got to kind of agree to it, and which we're not in any hurry on things like that. You know, let us know when you want. I don't like to pressure people. When it comes to somebody wants to sell timber, they're going to sell timber. I'm not going to pressure anybody in trying to sell me timber. If they want us to cut it, I'm more than happy to cut it. If not, that's okay too. But I'm not going to pressure anybody into selling me timber. Just whenever they're ready, which they're ready. And the thing about it is, it's seasonal work. Like in the summertime, which is good, because for us it's good summertime work. When we're not cutting walnut, we can be there cutting that big river bottom timber, and we don't make near the money we do cutting walnut, but at the same time we can still get out good footage with the size of the trees. So we can log there through August, but by about the 1st of September we have to be off because they're ramping up for hunting seasons again, which is great because we could drag that job on for a couple of years, the footage there. And it's good, just like I said, it's good steady work, and they're not in a great big hurry, which is great too, so we can kind of work at our own pace. And the things we could offer them was what they were most intrigued about our company. So we got things to do this week. I'll order some parts tomorrow for this thing, that way we can kind of get to work on it. But yeah, I'm excited to run it. I'm excited to get in the woods and finally drag some logs with it. Had it almost a year. I think I bought this skidder back June of 2017. I drove down to Texas and bought it. So I've had it almost a year and haven't even drug wood with it. Yeah, I'm excited to go. Like I said, we've got a bunch of tree pushers made up in Brandon's shop. So we'll go ahead and slap a pusher on there, because we use those pushers all the time for a lot of different things, whether it be pushing trees or gives you a platform to stand on when you're hooking them up. A lot of things. A lot of things. I guess until tomorrow.